two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They go play action with Jackson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Pats are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Intercepted. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10. Right at the 30. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
That's good for the Patriots. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A quick pass out to Juju. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 16 more on that one and another first down.
That's another Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
A give to Elliott running left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Elliott running right. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 45 yards rushing for him on their opening drive of the contest, and it's now 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Elliott is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do, and what I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate them and really say thanks because he threw the interception. It didn't turn into any points.
2nd and 10. Now Jackson back into his end zone. He completes it to Wilson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they can use something here on 3rd down. Waddle the motion man right. On 3rd down, Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big man rumble. He's on his way. And all the way down to the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
What a play right there. This is just a case of get the ball into his hands and let him do his thing. He had all sorts of room to run once he caught the ball, and he's finally taken down after as big a play as you'll see all season.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They'll take over after that pretty clutch forced fumble as they begin inside their own 5-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down.
Here we go. 11.
A 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. Here's Ramondre Stevenson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Patriots had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
Now Jones. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 37-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 1. A-chain here. They stay on the ground. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin first down. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little bumping. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
To throw is Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And he's first 6 passes, time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Hill going to go in motion right. Play action. It's Jackson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now Jackson. He's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
Ninth play of the drive now on third and a country mile. Jackson. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be fourth down. On now the Miami field goal unit. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age.
Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it off loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
Here's 2nd and 10. H.A. now up the middle. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. First down, they go back to H.A. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second and 6 with the ball on the 7. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
That's an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
New England on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. Jackson now. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
11.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. Another catch there for Waddle. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Now it's Jackson. They'll swing this out wide. Here's H.A. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal?
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Tyree Jackson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something. Being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. Jones into the hands of Smith-Schuster on the crossing pattern. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially they'll say it's going to go for 19.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. This pass caught by Hamler. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake. Jones. Blitz coming and down he goes. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Here we go.
A handoff left, Elliott. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And his kick is good. And they are on the board. It's now 9-3. Maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
From the pistol, here's Elliott. And he's across the 43, extra yards to the 43. 89 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Jackson to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Dietrich Wise drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Jones on the return. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Jones. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that trims the lead to 3. It's 9-6 now. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 60 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3. Again, it's A.J. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. In motion right is Wilson. Jackson from the shotgun. He dumps it off to A-Chain. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Out of the gun, here's a give to A-Chain. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
This is 2nd and 8. Jackson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Jones. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
That's good for a Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Patriots 6.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. They'll get this out in a hurry to Parker. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 45-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Now a 2nd and 10. A 20th carry here for Elliott. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
will take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Pats have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. This drive will begin with a run from H.A. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Oftentimes plays an offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Here's Jackson. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Miami. 44 yards.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback. And he hits a big one right there.
A-Chain on 1st and 10. Breaks a tackle. And he'll be out of bounds. Able to get it down to the 25 there. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Now it's Jackson. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 15-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A give up the middle to A-Chain. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal. It's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
A-Chain. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
They'll look to run with A-Chain. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have regained the lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Here comes 2nd down. And here's a quick throw to Handler on the edge. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And a pretty good burst there as he gets across midfield and down to the 46. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. To throw is Jones. He's got the connection downfield to Handler. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Here's 1st down. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there. On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down. Here's Jones. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down. Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going. And I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive. So on is the kicker, Chad Ryland, in a big spot. This to potentially send us to overtime. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to tie things up in the final minute. And his kick is no good. Oh, by the slimmest of margins, he missed it wide to the left. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it. Good bounce-back win. They take the knee, can't stop the clock defensively. Tough opening week loss, but now 1-1. Shows that they handled things really well. A lot of teams panic after a week 1 loss, and they start to think that the sky's falling. This team realized there was a long season, and they feel very talented, and they get it done in this one.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now, let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for Miami, they